Yep, the Last Airbender fandom, it's time to rise up again. The Avatar universe is buzzing nowadays with loads of new releases lined up. The latest in line is a new game. Plenty of hit or miss ATLA games have already played us, but will this new game be like them? Let's find out. Join us as we enter Avatar, the Last Airbender's new open world RPG, which will be mobile only. First, let's see who's in the game's driving seat. Aha, remember the good old days when we spent watching ATLA on Nick, always putting a smile on our faces? We grew up with the coming-of-age show made for kids but full of really valuable lessons. Of course, you can't forget the group's shenanigans, the cabbage guy and the quenchiest cactus juice. The show got so massively popular that some tried to recreate the magic but failed miserably. Looking at you, M. Night Shyamalan. Then we've had a couple of video games titled the same as the series, but that was so long ago and some of those games were pretty rough, not gonna lie. Hell hath no fury like a fan scorn. We've already seen an insufferable live-action movie before, so when someone announces a new project related to the Elemental universe, we're bound to be wary. This new role-playing game, Avatar Generations, may be promising. It's a collaboration between Navatar Games, Square Enix, and wait for it, the Paramount Avatar Studios! Yep, the same studio that owned the OG ATLA creators Brian Konietzko and Michael Dante DiMartino, so we can expect more accuracy and the original magic to reminisce once more. Sadly for console players, this one was only for mobile users. Android and iOS users can get their hands on them. That is expected because Square Enix London mobile team is driving the wheels. That's fairly new, but luckily it has the show's creators, Navatar Games, and the parent Square Enix for expertise. Moving on, the next big question is, what's the plot? According to the official synopsis, the storyline will be similar to the Nickelodeon show. Navatar Games CEO Will Moore is reassuring us that they've tried their best for the game to be authentic. He's a fan, but so was Shyamalan, and what did he do? Anyway, we don't talk about that disaster. This RPG will take us along with Aang, Katara, and Sokka as they all travel the world. Before you panic, yes, Momo and Appa will be present too. Aang will be learning waterbending, earthbending, and firebending. Ultimately, he'll face the Fire Lord and have to defeat him. And just like the show, we'll initially have Zuko and Iroh as they try to regain the Banished Prince's honor. Soon they'll walk to the white side as he, Toph, and Suki join the group. We're lucky that we're already familiar with the plot, but will it make the game boring? Oh no. There would be some thrilling additions and rewrites to shake things up. Fingers crossed, they manage to retain the essence. Since it's an open world, players can visit other favorite moments and events. Not to forget the new side plots, dialogues, and maybe even new characters. Hold up, if you notice, the game's name is giving us the best plot hint, Generations. So in sequels or expansions, new levels will explore the bigger Avatar cycles such as Korra, Roku, and Kyoshi's stories. Who knows, if it takes off, we'll be introduced to never-before-heard avatars. Pretty exciting stuff, right? And now the main interesting bit, the gameplay. From what we've heard, we'll initially have Aang. As you play, you'll earn collectibles helping you unlock other characters such as Toph and Zuko. Here's what will be different. You may be able to unlock the Fire Prince sooner so that the players can progress his story. That way we can get the iconic, "Hello, Zuko here." Aang may also get the firebending sooner for you to use it. If you watch the show, you'll know he learns it much later, in Book 3. As for the fighting, it's a turn-based combat play. Each character will have a health bar and their signature moves like Sokka and his beloved boomerang. Here's the thing, the fighting may not be as fast-paced as you expect. What's more, the fighting styles won't be like the inspired martial arts. Some folks may be disappointed with the generic style combat, but the game isn't all about fighting. It's exploratory, and takes you on multiple adventures and quests. New levels will be unlocked for you to visit. Some quests will also have character requirements like you can't visit the Boiling Rock without Sokka and Zuko, so first you'll have to unlock the character and then choose them to fulfill the quest. What may hook you into the game is the stunning design. The 2.5D animations have the perfect anime touch, making you feel like you're watching ATLA again. But they aren't reusing the TV show images. Oh no, they've created near identical new ones. so you'll be in the same world but exploring it like never before. You'll also have tiny cute character avatars for the world maps to show your current position. So when can we get our hands on it? Sadly, there's no official release date yet, but what's interesting is that there have been a soft launch. As of 8th August, 4 countries can check it out. If you live in Canada, Denmark, South Africa, or Sweden, you can take it for a test drive. Just download it from the Play Store for Android and App Store and iOS users. If you don't live there, we can tell you the few reviews that have come for it so far. Apparently, the game is pretty buggy at the moment. The launch time may seem endless, and some dialogues can be too far-fetched, as in dragging Katara's motherly nature, making it stereotypical. Ugh, that doesn't sound good. But the good thing is that it's a beta version. The makers can take all the feedback and improve on it. Players that have tried it say it's really good so far, despite its issues. The makers have also given us hope, saying that they're so closely working with the community to make the best game version possible. That's the spirit. Hear this. You can also check out some game footage on YouTube. That'll give you an early taste. Honestly, it's like watching the show all over again. There's also an official website launched, which is avatargenerations.com. But to save you the trouble, we'll tell you it's empty at the moment. Well, apart from the background with Team Avatar flying on Appa. Here, you can find the future announcements and updates related to Avatar Generations. Don't worry, console gamers, there is something in store for you too. The internet is abuzz with a secretive Avatar game listed on Amazon Japan. There haven't been any official announcements, but obviously we've investigated the rumor. Turns out it is indeed a console game called Quest for Balance. Game Mill Entertainment is behind this hush-hush game, who has yet to announce it. According to the listing, it'll release on November 8th. Isn't it interesting that we don't have a release date for Generations, but this listing is spilling the beans on an even newer game? It's an unusually specific date, garnering even more curiosity. So how do we know it's for consoles? Well, thank the lister again. It'll allegedly be available for Nintendo, PS4, PS5, and Xbox One versions. There's also the bit where Japan Amazon says it's an imported English version. That tells us it's targeted primarily at North American audiences. All more exciting. Up next, it's a great time to be alive for the Avatar fans. Games aren't the only thing to hype you up. Did you know Generations is one of 4 games in line? What's more, Paramount Avatar Studio has been pretty busy. We're getting not 1, not 2, but 3 movies from the studios. Remember, there have been no movies before, only Aang and Korra seasons. At San Diego Comic-Con, we found out one of them will focus on Aang and his friends. It's only fair that the studio's first ever movie should be from where it all began. Previously, we heard it was Zuko's movie, but he'll be featured in the announced one for sure. Some sources report the other 2 animated films are based on Kyoshi and Korra. We know Korra well, but it'll be super interesting to learn more about the fierce Earth Nation Avatar. The creators haven't divulged more, but they haven't let us down so far, so hopes as high as Appa flies. And finally, Netflix's live-action Avatar show will soon be ready for action. Not gonna lie, we have mixed feelings about this one. The previous live-action has scarred us for life, so we don't know what to expect from it. Add in the fact that Brian and Michael are no longer associated with it due to creative differences. That isn't giving us positive vibes either, but maybe it'll manage to surprise us in a good way? It's gonna be quite a departure from the children's show, being darker and much more emotional. Apart from the mains, recently they found their cabbage guy, Mai, and June. We also heard the first season would focus on 4 avatars, namely Kuruk, Kyoshi, Roku, and of course, Aang. It'll have 8 episodes, each an hour long. Hear this, filming apparently ended in June, but we're still waiting for a release date yet again. Hopefully it's just on the horizon. And that's a wrap. Are you excited for Avatar Generations? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.